Happy Friday. Happy FriYay. Or whatever day it is when you're seeing this. Happy that day to you. Give me 1 second. Going live on multiple devices, on multiple platforms. Make your workload lighter. Work smarter, not harder. Let me take a cover picture. Okay, good enough. All right, happy FriYay, y'all. I'm grateful to be here. I am sitting in the sun, getting some vitamin D, and I am about to do my nails. So while I have a little time to sit and be present, I thought I would share some time and space, my love, my light, and my grace with you. So I've already filed down this hand and pushed the cuticles back. So now I'm gonna do this one as well. One of my friends gifted me some nails when I went to visit her a couple weeks ago. She wanted to do my nails for me, but we didn't get around to that because, let's just say, it was crazy. Things was crazy. I got this little pouch, and it has an alcohol prep pad in it. What is this thing called? The nail file emery board and a little buffer. Got a little nail glue. And yeah, another little file. So that's what I'm gonna work on while I chat with you all. I'm really grateful for another day of life. When people ask me, how you doing? I try to be very intentional with my response in saying, I'm grateful. No matter how my day is flowing, when someone asks me, how are you? I'm grateful. I'm grateful. No matter what is or what isn't, I'm grateful for the gift of life. I'm grateful just to be able to be, to have all the gifts of life. The eyes to see, the ears to hear, the nose to smell, right? The mouth and its components to be able to taste and enjoy the food. And just all the things. Healthy, able body, the legs to walk, the feet to carry me and support me, the sound mind of knowing where I am and who I am and whose I am, Those things that oftentimes we just overlook and undervalue, but I'm telling you, those are the things that really make life worth living. So we got that on there. All I need is one of those little brushes that they dust your hands with at the nail shop. Okay, now we're gonna push these cuticles back. So yeah, gratitude. An attitude of gratitude really does create space in your life for more things to be grateful for. Do you know that? Do you believe that? When you are complaining, you're pretty much giving focus to the things that you don't like, that you don't want, that aren't making your life better. But when you give gratitude to even the things, those things, don't you know the attitude of gratitude is a different vibration and it aligns you with more things to be grateful for? Just as when you complain, it aligns you with more things to complain about. And that's why when people are like, it's always something, that's one thing after another. It's like, yeah, you keep that mindset and you keep affirming that. That's why that's your reality. But people have to live and learn from their own experiences. So I'm learning to be more quiet. I'm learning to say less when people are speaking and, just expressing their own perspective. Just be a witness. That's what I'm learning. Just be a witness. Just be a witness. I don't have to take it personally. I don't have to take it on as my responsibility. I don't have to try to change the outcome. All I have to do is, I just went back to school in my mind when they're like, I don't have to do nothing but stay black and live. Pun intended. Hey y'all, happy FriYay. Happy Friday. Nice to see y'all. Thanks for joining. I appreciate the energy. I'm sitting in the sun, getting my charge up. I feel like on the Super Mario when he eats the mushrooms, like bloop 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 bloop, charges up a little bit. That's what I feel like. All right. So now I'm gonna buff these down, prepping these precious nails for an application. Thank you. Thanks for liking the live. If you're in here, I appreciate the love and support. Thank you. Pieced back together. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to be here with you. Grace you with my presence. All right, what'd I do with that alcohol pad? This is one, but what did I do with the other one? I guess when I get up, I'll find it. That is kind of weird, though. All right, so let's do some questions. Ask me some questions today because I don't really have much more to chat about other than what I've already expressed. An attitude of gratitude brings more things to be grateful for. Remember your mentality becomes your reality. Thoughts become things. And the way you think about things shapes your reality. That's why everyone is living a completely different life because everyone has a different mentality. Everyone has a different mindset. Two people can have the same experience and have completely different perspectives of that experience. So just remember that your perspective is one of the only things in life that you can control, your perspective, right? And life is less about what happens and more about how we choose to respond to what happens. So how can I focus more on the things that I can control rather than the things that I cannot? Someone asked, what makes you happy? And I want to let you all know the way that I see life obviously is different than the way that you see life. So for me, I will say there aren't things that make me happy, but there are things that can contribute to my happiness. And a few of those things are sunshine, just being able to move at my own pace, spaciousness, silence, nature, ocean, good food, fruit, good music, dancing, good company, a good book. Those are a few of the things that contribute to my happiness. A bubble bath, ooh, a full body massage, a 90-minute to 2-hour massage. Those things contribute to my happiness. Any other questions? Mm-hmm. What's one thing that can instantly make your day better? Any of the things that I just listed, those things can help my day to feel better. Someone says life is 98% uncontrollable and 2% influenceable. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Because if you look at what you can control as the things inside of you, then life is very controllable based on how you react, respond, what you do with your time, energy, effort, what you eat, where you go, who you allow yourself to be. All those things are things that you can control, and all of those things set up the foundation of your life, so to speak. Right? I'm not talking about the powers that be outside of you. I'm thinking more about your life as the individual and being in the driver's seat of that. And I think that's important. Pokemon 218, you sent something. I'm not sure what you sent, but thank you for sending it. I appreciate you. I am just getting back into live on YouTube and TikTok, but right now, I'm reacclimating myself, so I have to go and learn what that means when you send something. Mm-hmm. I can control how much stress I hold on to by not restraining my expression or just having creative outlets for your expression. Someone asked earlier about depression and how to deal with it. And I will say the opposite of depression is expression. The phonetic, y'all heard that right? So when you look at the word depression or depressed, phonetically, it shows up as deep rest, depressed, deep rest, something that is deeply rested within you. So the opposite of depression is expression, to get it out, to write about it, draw about it, cry, talk, just scream into a pillow. Healthy outlets is a way to get that off of you, to get it out of you. Give it a place to live that is not inside your body. Go move your body, run, dance, jump, practice some yoga, lift weights, something of that sort. Know what you need in any given moment and be willing to offer that to yourself. Know what medicine you need. Is the medicine that you need in this moment stillness? Is it movement? Is it silence? If you don't know what you need, that's going to add to the frustration that you're feeling. But if you are willing to advocate for yourself and be in your own corner, you'll be fine. Nothing can hold you down or hold you back. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. Hey, D. Thank you. I'm just chit chatting. I didn't even look at the screen. Hey, girl. Hey. What you doing on YouTube? I thought you'd be over on the other app, the, the clock app. Or am I confused? Is this that one and that's that one? I don't remember. But anyway, hey girl, hey, thank you. Did I miss any comments? Let's see. I have no comment to your comment. Okay, both. That sounds about right. Trying to make sure I'm paying attention to both of these. But yeah, I'm doing my nails right now. And yeah, we're about to get to it. So I got to make sure I have all of them lined up. I'm trying to decide if I should cut my nails down, but I think it'll be all right. Because I don't think these are longer than... No, it's just long enough. Perfect. Okay, let's do it. Nothing to it but to do it. Any other questions? Any other questions? Did you do yoga outside today? I did not, because when I got up this AM, it was cloudy and it said it was supposed to rain. And then I did do a flow inside. And I have done a few flows out on the deck in the past week, and I'm so grateful for that. Me and yoga go together real bad. But me and yoga outside, oh, we married. We are one. I'm ready to get back outside and start offering some sessions back on the square and the park. So stay tuned to that. What areas in your life do you have high hopes for, and what are those high hopes? Good question. There's no area in my life that I don't have high hopes for. There's no area in my life where the standard is not set high. And I mean that in the most holistic and healthy way possible. I don't mean in a way that it becomes unhealthy or obsessive. I mean, I'm so intentional about my life that me desiring to create the life that I desire is a full life choice. It's not just one aspect. It's not just professional. It's not just emotional. It's not just spiritual. It's not just relational. It's not just personal. It's all the ways, because I realize how you do anything is how you do everything. So, yeah, I have high hopes for my life, period. period. All of it. And I'm learning that having that standard for your life, man, it really makes it challenging to connect with other people because most people don't have values in their life. Most people don't have a standard in their life. Most people don't hold themselves accountable. Most people are not regulating their emotions. Most people are not studying or self-reflecting. So, man, when you're someone who does have high hopes and standards for your life, yeah, it makes it hard for other people to keep up. And not that your life is yours and yours alone, as it should be. Sometimes it's nice to have the companionship along the journey, you know? Anyway, I'm just sharing what's on my in my inner realm. I'm always confused when you do these if you should go bigger and then it just fits over the whole nail, or do you go a little smaller and then like make it anyway. Hi, hello. What advice can you give to someone who suffers from anxiety majority of the time? How does one overcome it? So, someone asked about depression. Depression is when you're focusing on things in the past. Anxiety is when you're focusing on things in the future, neither of which you can do anything about. You can't do anything about the things in the past, and you can't do anything about the things in the future. So if you're anxious about the things that have yet to come or how they might turn out or what happens if, should, could, would, if you're focusing on any of those things, it's always going to draw you out of the present moment. And it's always going to put you into an altered state. So what I would suggest is that you start to incorporate practices that allow you to be more present. Mindfulness, things that allow you to be where your mind, your body, and your breath are the same place at the same time. So meditation, and meditation is not just sitting and meditating. It could be a walking meditation where you're just walking without distractions, without your phone, without music, and just breathing and pacing yourself and being intentional. Meditation could be drawing, writing, painting. It could be cooking. It could be a number of things. But get yourself out of your head. The anxiety exists in your mind. The mind likes to create narratives about life. And if you don't choose what your narrative is, you will just be subjected to whatever the mind chooses or the ego chooses, which is just an untrained mind. When you give your mind something to focus on, i.e., the breath, you're choosing to not be drawn away or led by the narrative. You're choosing to lead the narrative. This is important. We'll be here now. Let's slow down. And I think that in the world that we live in now, slowing down and minimizing distractions is a rebellious act almost, because most people are lost in the sauce of a narrative that exists outside of them. They're not really in line with what drives them. They're not in tune with what fulfills them. They're not in tune with who they truly are, with their own authenticity. So then, you're working jobs that you don't like, that you're not passionate about. You're in a relationship with people that don't get you and that you can't be your full whole self, or, you eat the foods that don't bring life, and you just all the things. Health is wealth, but your diet is not just what you eat. It's what you watch, it's what you listen to, it's where you go, it's who you hang around, it's what you talk about. It's all the things. It's all the things that you consume. It's all the things. So you have the power to overcome anything in your life once you make up your mind that you do. Whether you think you can or you cannot, you're right. What the mind believes, the body achieves. You get to decide. Your mentality becomes your reality. And I'm really an advocate about, reminding people of their power. You don't have to outsource your power to a person, place, thing, entity, corporation, none of that. Yeah, I'm just chilling pretty much. At this current stage of life, what have you done that has given you the most satisfaction? Oh my goodness, I love that question. Setting myself free. At this stage of life, choosing to be free and not constrained by what the world says or what a certain group of people or an ideology or any of that, to choose to be free. And when I say free, I mean not bound by a person, place, or thing. Not allowing the things that I've been through to change me for the worse. Allowing everything that I've been through to make me better, to make me wiser, to redirect me to a more aligned path. That is that's something that's given me the most satisfaction in my life, knowing that I am in the driver's seat, that I am co-creating my life with God, that I am not following the crowd or being led by anything outside of me. I'm really deciding what fulfills me in this season of life and going with that. And I do that every season. And I'm so grateful. Like, I quit the last job I will ever work in 2014. It is now 2026. And that means that's 12 years ago since I've worked for someone else. Before that, I could not have fathomed life without working a traditional job, I will say. And it's amazing because you never know. You'll never know until you give yourself the opportunity and the freedom to choose. So if I could say anything to encourage you, it would be to follow your passions. Follow what lights you up on the inside. Lean in to the things that feel like a yes, a heaven's yes, and leave everything else behind. If it's not a heaven's yes, let it be a heck, For real. If you're not, if your life, if your life doesn't light you up on the inside, what are you doing? What are you choosing, I should say? And don't put the blame outside of you. Oh, it's the economy, or it's these women, or it's these men, or it's because my mom, or it's because it may not be your fault, but it's your responsibility. So what are you doing? Are you being responsible for this gift that is your life, or are you waiting for the easy fix? Are you waiting for somebody else to change the circumstances of your life? And why? What are you waiting for? Tomorrow may never come. Yes, exactly. It's completely up to you. You got this. And there really, it's not about right or wrong. It's aligned or misaligned. How do you want to feel when you get to the end of your life? And the end of your life doesn't mean that you'll be old and gray. The end of your life could be tomorrow. The end of your life could be today. Do you know how many people went to sleep last night with plans for today, with plans for this month, this week, this season, this year? Do you know how many people went to sleep last night that did not wake up today? Do you think that they thought that it would be their last day? So when you get to the end of your life, how do you want to feel? For me, I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel satiated and nourished and wholesome and holy and divine and complete and in full recognition of that. I want to look back over my life and know beyond the shadow of a doubt that I lived my life, that I lived fully and I loved fully, that I spoke my truth, that I adventured and explored and met people, and that I changed the lives of others positively, that I impacted the lives of others monumentally. I want to know that my life served a purpose here beyond self-fulfillment. Even though self-fulfillment, I think, is the purpose of each of our lives, is to become the fullest expression of yourself. But in doing that, it does affect the world. It affects the lives of others around you. So, yeah, all of that. I'm all of that. All of that. I'm on all of that. I don't even know what I was talking about that made me go so deeply into that, but yes, a life full of passion. Create space for passion in your life. And know that that doesn't have to involve another person. You know, being in love with your life. Don't let the love of your life be your life. Let you be the love of your life. Stop making things and people outside of yourself the love of your life. Make you the love of your life. Make the love of your life the love of your life. You know, you don't have to adhere to the standards of anyone else. You don't. You get to create. You get to create. So create. Create something you're proud of. Create something that doesn't presently exist in the world. I aspire to be who younger me would have looked up to. I aspire to be an adult that younger me needed. I aspire to leave my mark on the world in the most graceful way possible. And I don't have to do anything but be who I am. Like me going live and showing up and sharing my time and energy with y'all. All I have to do is show up and be me. That's it. It's a random Friday at 4:43 p.m. and I'm sitting here and doing my nails, and chatting with you. Sitting in the sun, which keeps moving, so I might have to inch over a little bit more. But you know what I mean? Like, life is what you make it. And I think a lot of times we overcomplicate life. I probably should have cut my nails down under here, but you can't really see. See, that's the only thing with the press-ons and the lighter colors. Like, I can clearly see the glue that I've put on there. So I haven't done my nails. I haven't gotten my nails done in a long time. Since high school, I used to get my nails done at the nail shop. And over the past, maybe year and a half, I stopped getting my nails done. It wasn't an intentional decision, like I'm not getting my nails done anymore, but I think it was more of a subtle, subconscious decision. I do like to get my toes done. My toes, I like those done, especially when the sun is out. Oh, I couldn't wait to go get my toes done because sun's out, toes out. It just should be, you know. Anyway, so my friend, she was gonna do these press-ons for me when I went to visit her, so she sent them with me. So I'm doing them now, adding a little razzle dazzle, but they look just like mine. Like you can barely tell. This is my nail. This is my real nail, and this is the press-on. See, this is my nail, and this is the press-on. They pretty much look the same. So maybe I'll add a little color on that. I guess it just adds a little more shape. Or I can get some of that stuff and start doing my own. I don't know. But with the spring in and summer around the corner, makes me want to be a little more festive in that way, you know? Happy birthday. You just made, did I yawn? Sorry. Your sweet voice is too much for me. Thank you. How long have you been playing the guitar? So, y'all, I'm gonna introduce y'all to my guitar in just a moment. Her name is Rosalita. Se llama Rosalita. Her name is Rosalita or Rosie. You can call her Rose. Can I call you Rose? And so I've had a guitar in my life for the past, few years. I would say probably the last 10 years I've had a guitar in my life, but I haven't been intentional about picking it up and learning it up until this past year. Up until like December, I got one as a gift. Or was it November? It was November I got it. So I picked it up in December and I've been practicing since then. And yeah, I've learned a few things. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Hopefully I can still do it while I'm doing with my nails on. Hopefully. Hey there, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Oh, an AI summary, sharing advice on following your passions and creating your own path. Isn't that crazy how AI is so integrated into our daily lives now? More than it ever has been. You know, it's very interesting. This is an acoustic guitar. But I want to learn, I think I'm interested in bass. Hold on. Rosie, come here, girl. This is Rosie. And hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Get my pick. See what I can show y'all. So you like butterflies? What do you like about them? Oh yes, butterflies are they're an omen of mine. I love what they represent, the transformation, the evolution, the metamorphosis of beginning your life as one thing and ending your life as something else. And then everything in between that takes place in order for that to happen. Yeah. Like my tuner's on my phone, which I'm using right now. So let's see. Let's see if I can. These nails gonna make it a little more challenging. Okay. I definitely think something's out of tune, but one song I've been teaching myself lately. Well, let me go through a few chords first. So we got. Don't ask me what these chords are because I forgot, but I know that they are chords. Something's out of tune and I can hear it. This is a little more challenging with these nails on. My fingers are like, look, my nails under the thing. I didn't think about that when I started doing these, but that's okay. I'll just wear them for a little while. This is a song let's see if I can. Oh yeah, these nails are gonna make it really hard. Dang. That's crazy. I didn't think about that with my fingernails, but hey, we'll come back to that. I promise a guitar video once I get my nails situated differently. All right, so we got one hand done, and we're gonna go to the other. Before, and after. Nice, right? Okay, let's see. One of the things on your bucket list is to learn an instrument. That's great. I want to learn multiples. One instrument that I really want to learn. Okay, guess. If I looked like I could play an instrument, what instrument do I look like I'd be able to play? based on seeing me now, based on if you've been following me and you kind of just know my vibe, what instrument do you think I would play? If I told you I play an instrument, let me see what you guess. That is exactly it. Okay, so we got someone said the harp, someone said drums, and someone said the violin. The harp is that is it. That is exactly the instrument that's what's playing in the background right now. Listen. Can you hear it? I feel like the harp sounds so heavenly and majestic and celestial. I feel like if you get to the gates of heaven, you're gonna hear harp music playing. Drums, I think drums are cool. I mean, you love a little, love some bass and some 808 and all the hi-hat and all that. But them drummers, how you do one thing with your foot and other thing with this hand and another thing with the musicians are amazing for that. Happy Friday. The violin is something I've always wanted to learn too, so that was a good guess. The violin I've wanted to learn, the flute, the saxophone to me is so sexy. You missed playing guitar? Yeah, just a little. I didn't do much because I'm doing my nails and they're actually too long for me to be able to. I was just about to say, what if I flipped it around and did it with this hand? Let me see. Oh, that's going to make everything backwards. So then the high notes are going to be up here and the low notes are going to be up. That would be an interesting experience. Anyway, we'll put that down for now. Hallelujah. Thank you. See, God's timing, not your timing. I just got a notification. Something really that I feel like I've been waiting on, let's just say for the past week. And I could have been frustrated because it didn't work. It didn't happen in my timing or when I thought it should happen. But it always aligns as it should. And I'm just grateful to understand that. Really. Truly. Surrender and allowance in your life is so important because if not, you're going to always be stressed. You'll always be stressed and worried. See if I can slide this one on there. Working with my left hand now. We're making progress though. It's coming along well. Still got some sunshine. When I get off of here with y'all, I think I might go be social. I might go out in the world and socialize a bit. Probably just go to my friend's house and hang out over there. You have to be an old soul to appreciate classical music. I even enjoy opera. That's nice. My favorite classical piece is Chopin Prelude in E minor. That's my favorite classical piece. But I do like some other styles. I would like to go to an opera. I want to start getting into the arts, the theatrical and operas and acrobatics and just those experiences. See the plays and the such and such and such. So what I was saying earlier about getting my nails done, and one of the reasons that I feel like I stopped is because the process of them drilling down on my nail, and then it made my nails so thin and frail, and I didn't like the feeling of how my nails felt when I didn't have them done because they felt so frail and just not. So This past year and a half of not getting them done has been good because my nails have gotten healthy and healthier. And I'm grateful for that. Okay, coming along well. We got two more. Often I catch your videos and find truths that I need for my days. I love that. That's beautiful. I'm grateful. If what I share reaches and positively impacts the life of just one person, I'm grateful. Because if I wouldn't share, what are the chances that you would receive that from me? And what if it was meant for you to receive that from? It's just divine. So I'm grateful. So grateful. Put a little bit more here. Oops, that might have been a little bit more than I was anticipating. What came first, God or the Bible? That's funny. I mean, that's kind of evident. That's a completely different question than which came first, the chicken or the egg. Right? The spice of life is variety. The key to staying young is keeping a childlike curiosity. Yeah. The spice of life is curiosity. I mean, what do you say? Variety. The spice of life is variety. That's true. So true. The only constant in life is change, is it not? And as humans, we tend to be creatures of habit. Woo, we resist change. We resist unfamiliar. We resist discomfort, even if it all is for our good. We don't be trying to hear that. Make it the way it was. Keep it the way it was. What do you mean changing something? But yeah, variety is the spice of life. I like that. The key to staying young is keeping a childlike curiosity. Yeah, remaining childlike, not childish, childlike. Be ye like children. Who shall inhabit the heavens? Okay. Be ye like children. That is what we are called to do. Children do. They keep this curiosity about themselves, this openness to learn, to explore, to experience, to forgive, to all the different things. Put this here. All right, we are done. Oh, was that not the... One moment, please. Oh yeah, this and then this. There we are. Okay, and now we're gonna just file this little part down. Okay. Now clean this up. Okay, pretty much done. Wow, that was 45 minutes I've been on here with y'all. 45 minutes. Yes, I've put my time in today, so I'm about to clock out and flow into the rest of the day with grace and gratitude. You know how I do. Well, maybe you don't, but that's how I do. Didn't bring any clippers over here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna clean these up and move into the next thing. But pretty much they came out pretty nice. Real simple. Elegant, you know? That's some good questions. Where are you getting these questions from? No, I have to ponder on that. Alrighty. All done. Thank y'all for hanging out. I am logging off now, so hope to see you next time. If you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe or follow or whatever the methodology is, whatever platform, in whatever way, shape, form, or fashion that it requires for you to stay connected to me via the platform that you're tuned in. Do that. And I will catch y'all next time. Stay graceful, stay grateful. Peace.